When you're in a startup, every day you look at your bank account and every day you don't make a decision is a day closer to running out of money. And at that point, it's all over. And in my view, often decisions are 51% one way, 49% the other way, or maybe, if you're lucky, they're 52% one way. But even then, your analysis is probably wrong at the margin. The important thing is just to do something. And so I think we can all take something from that urgency of action. You could call that risk culture, or you could call that conviction. And that's the sort of person who really has an idea in which they fundamentally believe. One recent study apparently showed that out of European startup founders, 70% said that if their current startup didn't make it, they would turn right back around and do the same thing again. And having worked in a startup for 5 years, I can certainly empathize with the addictiveness of being in the entrepreneurial environment. I think companies, when they deal with startups, want a couple of things, perhaps not as clearly articulated as they should be. They're looking for the cultural transformation. They're looking for some of that stardust that you get from startups and the entrepreneurs. I think they're looking to understand emerging technologies better, so to engage with the real sort of thought leaders and the cutting edge proponents of new technologies. And they're looking for new products and services that they could maybe use and use for their clients' benefit. Big companies have to be differentiated about the way that they approach their risk culture. So there are obviously some areas like your central books and record system that have to be 100% operational all the time, and you're going to be more risk averse around those areas. When startups engage with large corporations, firstly they're looking to do business, but also what the large corporations can bring to the game is access to large numbers of customers, to the distribution, access to data, and also access to some of the infrastructure that's required to operate in sometimes highly regulated markets. When you're sitting there in a startup, you're absolutely as risk averse as a large company, maybe just in a different way. In startups, they have the benefit of being small, but what that means is that everybody is responsible for innovation. You don't necessarily have it siloed away in a separate department. And I think big companies could do well to remember that innovation is everyone's job, and having an innovation function doesn't in any way exclude anyone from being involved in that.